Val, I
All
gotta
right,
go
if
do
not, I'll
additions
see you
with
guys in 2 weeks. All right. Bye,
I have to do
everyone.
Addition, sorry.
That's okay. Go audition.
Right.
Hi, everyone. We're just finishing up our mastermind this morning. So welcome to the challenge where some people are hopping off, some of are going to stay on. So we just had our client mastermind this morning. And so we're just finishing up that. Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
Okay. Hello.
Love my t-shirt, Valerie.
Oh, who got a t-shirt? Oh,
Angela
look at Angela. Yeah. It's really comfortable, right?
It's very comfortable. I love
I
it.
told you. Yeah.
Nice,
it's
Ange.
so I love the t-shirt. I was going to actually put mine on today, and I was thinking of you, Angela, because I was like, I think Angela got one. That's so funny that you wore it today.
Love it. Yep, I wore it to school.
Yay.
All right, let me make sure I have this up because I've been working all day and everything's run into each other. So let me just make sure I have the assignment up for today. It's March 7th, and then I have notes. I watched a fair amount last night. I know I have more to watch, but I want to say something. Okay. Janet, are you here? Janet, are you here? Janet. Let me see. I don't see her. Okay, so if you guys didn't look at Janet's pitch was really awesome, and I just want to tell her to keep going. And so if you're watching this recording, it was really good. I love you guys kind of getting out everything out in the open and then kind of working it out on camera. I think that's really helpful. And yeah, so I wanted to bring that up. Gabby, are you here, Gabby? So you guys,
I'm here.
okay, Gabby. All right, Gabby, I want you to do it again, and I want you to start with your credits.
Okay.
Okay, because you have really big credits. And so start with your credits. And then you guys, and this is in general for a lot of you guys, if you have major credits, and even if they're not major credits, but like a couple of you, use the term like co-star or walk-ons, you don't need to say that. You don't need to say if it's a co-star or a walk-on. Just say, hey, I was in the movie Babylon. I was in this. I was in that. You don't need to go into the gritty details because it just lessens you, and you don't need to do that. But like Gabby, you have major credits. You need to start with the credits. And then also, you guys use the credits to describe your brand. A few of you guys did that. Is it Chandra? I can't read my own writing. Use the credits to describe your brand, right? Use the credits to describe your brand. So use the characters that you've played to talk about. So that supports your brand. You don't necessarily need to give your things. Maggie is here. Maggie has, Maggie, client Maggie. Maggie has a lot of really big credits. So when Maggie was first learning pitching, we talked about this, right, Maggie?
Yeah.
Right. Hey, you feel comfortable doing a pitch for us a little bit?
Yeah, I'll be stumbling because I'm
That's okay. Stumble away. So,
Okay.
Maggie's a client. We have a bunch of clients on here. Let's let them do some pitches, which will help you. Okay, go ahead.
Well, can I just use one that from?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Right. So, in Evergreen, I played a Texas gal with a checkered past and a heart of gold. That's one. When I was on a TV show called 911, I played a wealthy neighbor, a vegan wife whose carnivorous husband, I'm told you I'm stumbling, carnivorous husband just put her at her breaking point. So she stabbed him in the back and entombed him in a wall. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of like telling who the character was. It's not really a nice, neat little.
Yeah,
That's
right.
vegans for you.
Pardon?
What? That's vegans for you. Someone said that's vegan.
Give him a burger, for God's sake.
So that's an example of using the credits to describe your brand. Tosh, you want to do a pitch for us?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right, so what's up? It's your boy Tosh Jordan. My credits include Bel Air and Grownish. I am your favorite vibrant prankster. I am James Bond if he grew up in the Bronx. Yeah.
Yeah, great. And so we were talking to Tosh this morning on the mastermind, and he's going to start pitching on the phone. And when you have credits, then so Tosh is going to pitch on the phone. He's going to say, this is Tosh Jordan from Bel Air. You're going to always lead with your credits when you have credits, right? Because that's the way to do it. Is any other client like Laura, Dijon, anyone else want to do a pitch for us or feels comfortable doing a pitch? Laura, come on down, Laura.
I'm the sweet, sarcastic mother of the year that has secrets so dark, even a bottle of vodka can't cure them.
And she has an amazing music video out right now, which she posted yesterday. So awesome. Thank you. That's a great pitch. Okay, Dijon, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, so mine is, hello, my name is Dijon Delante. Yes, that's Dijon, just like the mustard. I'm an LA-based actor, and I tend to play the ride or die who thinks he's so much smarter than you. Think of me as Ronald Weasley and Hermione Granger had a chocolate baby. Thank you so much.
That's awesome. Beautiful. Anyone else want to give a pitch a try? Give a pitch a try. Anyone else? All right. All right. A couple more notes. Sarah Adu. Are you here? Sarah, I really loved your pitch. I just want to hear a little bit more about your credits now. I thought one of the things I really loved, because Sarah, when you were doing the other videos, you seemed like a little bit off your confidence game, but in your pitch with that suit, oh my God, girl, you seem like you really understood who you were and you really believed in yourself. So now I just want to know more about you. Okay. Jenna Goodwin, it's really good to see you back and pitching. And I really loved where your pitch has gotten to, because you worked with us last year on your pitch and you can really see that. And I just want to say, like, it takes some time to feel like, you know, you've got it. So don't feel like those are notes that I had for you. I'm going to show you. I think one of the things I want to do is, hold on, I'm going to show you a couple of pitches, which I think will help you. I meant to have this set up, but it's been this crazy day. So let me see if I can get in here and do that. If it lets me, we'll see. Oh no, it's not going to let me. I have to go over here. Okay, so tomorrow what I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to have some pitch videos set up for you guys so we can look at them, and I will get those set up for you. Okay, so again, you're going to continue let me just read what I wrote in the email so I got everything. Assignment is to take the notes and reshoot your video. Again, keep going. You've got this. And we have a few more. Sarah, how much can we tell them about the panel? Do you want to share with as much as you can about the panel for Saturday?
Verbally share things about the panel. I can't put it in writing, but I can verbally share. who's on
Okay,
the
so we
panel.
have some amazing panelists. If you don't have a ticket for Saturday, remember, you should come because the panelists are now confirmed. And so can you tell us about who we have?
Yeah, so we have working actors, Kurt and Joni Boville. Joni was a series regular on, oh my gosh,
Bosch. Mhm.
Bosch. And Kurt is a series regular on the Adam McKay show about the Lakers. It was called Showtime at one time, but I don't know what it's called right now. Is it Hoop? I don't.
Yeah,
Anyways, there were
and Joni's best friend is Viola Davis. These are people that didn't start acting until they were 40 years old. They retired from Silicon Valley and they entered the workforce as actors, and they treat their business like a business. That's why they're on the panel. Who else do we have?
Okay, so our big fish, he'd kill me if he heard me say that, but our big fish is executive producer Joe Henderson, who was the showrunner on Lucifer, and who has, if you check out his IMDb, he has many projects in the works, including a really big one at Netflix that I'm not allowed to say, but IMDb says it, but I'm not allowed to say it. So go look up Joe Henderson. He will be on our panel. And then we have, do you want to talk about the other three?
Yeah, so we have Chloe Freiberg from Norway. She has pitched her pilot, one of her pilots, to Netflix. She has sold another pilot. She's been hired now to write pilots. She has 3 shows that she's out there actively selling. So she's going to be on our panel. We also have Laura Bofill, who has been a client for a number of years. She was just pinned for a series regular. She has recurring on Hacks. She has been started getting guest star roles, and she is a go-getter in her acting career. We have an actress from Yale School of Drama, Aubin Philibom, which is a fucking amazing name. And she is a leading acting coach and working with really high-end actors now in LA. And she's going to tell us about her journey and what is up with her. So those are the people that are going to be on our panel on Saturday. They're open to you guys asking them questions. We're going to ask them provocative questions about how they think outside the box to get where they've gotten, what has been the thing that's gotten in their way, how have they gotten out of their own way, because we really want to take a look at like how you are getting in your own way as an actor, how you can get out of your way, and how you can actually accelerate your acting career. That's why the event is called Accelerate Live, because that's what we're all about. I'm going to be doing a good amount of teaching. We are going to be doing some breakout rooms where you're going to work in smaller groups. There's going to be a lot of Q&A happening. So it's a really amazing 5-hour event that's designed to really take you to the next level. We've been doing this challenge leading up to it, so I really hope you join us. If you cannot join us, there is a chance that we're going to do a mini version of it in April. More about that later for you guys that absolutely cannot join us. But you don't want to miss this event, because if we do a mini version, we will not have a panel. So really do try to make that. So tomorrow I will be showing you some sample pitch videos. So you can take a look at those, and I will be back on the Facebook group tonight as I was last night. Hopefully Scott also has a bunch of auditions coming up, and so he was on here with our clients and he had to leave, but he told me that he would get on there to give me some help with feedback for your videos, because you guys are pitching, you guys are posting a lot, which I love. Don't stop posting. Okay, who has questions? Raise your hand. Yes, Mod Arts.
Always fucking Maud every day.
Hi.
my question is, I posted my second pitch on Sunday. Is it maybe handy to post it again so it's more on the top because it's all the way down? And
Yes.
I don't know if we should.
Yeah, I mean, I will try to go all the way down today. I will, I did the best I could. So I will, maybe I'll start at the bottom and go all the way up. It's hard because like Facebook, like once you make a comment, it puts the thing back up and then I get confused about going through things because that's also the thing. And so that's what happens. But yeah, you can post it again.
And the other question, yesterday, someone said like how to send your pitch to someone and said they would put the link of the video.
They did.
I can't find it. Is it maybe an idea to put it in the chat?
Anna, down here,
I pinned
Anna.
it to the top of the page too. It is pinned at the very top of the Facebook page.
I will look again then. Thank you.
Yeah, Anna posted it. Thank you, Anna, for doing that. Chris Pan, yes.
Hi, Valerie. I'm tripping. I mean, not literally. I wanted to ask if you've had any more thoughts about Ridley, my next move.
I told you, I said, did you call or go in?
No, you didn't say that. You said, let me think about it.
I did, no, and then the next day you asked me and I said that.
You said, forget about the armor. Let me think about it.
And then I said, no, then I said, you should call or go back in. Richard is shaking his head because he remembers I said that.
Okay.
You weren't paying attention, Chris Pan. I did say the next day you said, have you thought about it? And I said, yes, I did. I said, don't wear the armor and you should go back in. Go back.
Okay, but I'm going back to reception. That's it. What, with another gift?
Yes. Yes.
With another gift?
With another
gift?
Well, no, I don't think you need to say a gift. Just say, I said it the other day. I said, go back in and say, I know you're casting now, so I want to put myself back in the limelight to get a role and to get an audition.
Well, I'm not going to get straight to all I'm going is to receptionists, as you know.
Well, that's okay.
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 All
okay.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Melanie.
Hello, how are you, Valerie?
Oh, good. How are you?
I'm glad. I'm good, thank you. I have a question regarding like there is this thing where they ask me to submit a scene and stuff, and then they're like asking for a video about myself. Should I send a pitch video there, or should I send something more like what I like, hey, I like sushi or whatever? Like, I don't know what they expect there, like what's good to say.
Well, if they're not clear, then you can send whatever you want to send. And I would send something that was a little pitchy too. I would send a pitch video if I were you. I mean, if they're like, sometimes they're like, tell me what your favorite food is, or tell me what your favorite vacation or your memory with your significant other. I mean, sometimes they're really clear about that. And sometimes they're like, tell me about yourself, right? Okay, well, and that's Brian O'Neill in his book, Acting as a Business, talks about the ever-ending question of tell me about yourself. And what he says about it in that book is you should tell a little bit about a story, maybe about like how you got into acting.
Okay.
And then, which is like, which could just be your funny story, which we talked about on the first day of pitching. And then your brand. I mean, I think there's nothing wrong with doing that. I think it's a good idea to do a pitch. So I think that that's fine. I think that that's a good idea. That I would do that especially if they haven't been that specific, right? If they haven't been that specific, I would do that.
Awesome. And just like, I know you're being busy and everything, should I keep posting because I posted 2 pitches and don't know if I should keep going or should I just wait for feedback before I do anything else?
No, you can keep going if, you know, I mean, I will give you some feedback, but you can keep going if you feel like you could do it better. Don't wait for me. Do it better, you know? I mean, do it better, okay?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, Richard. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
My question is, realistically, as an English actor living in England,
Yes.
if you're not a member of SAG, is there any point contacting American directors, producers?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Short and
Yeah,
sweet, put in the
because
work.
a lot of them are directing and producing in England or shooting in Canada or shooting in England. So absolutely.
Perfect.
Wait, I didn't mean to mute you. Did I mute you? Where'd he go? Okay, there you go.
I'm still there.
Okay, so I wouldn't yeah, I would say I probably wouldn't deal with the casting directors. I would
No.
deal with casting directors in London, but like directors and producers, absolutely. And
Perfect.
your pitch is really good, Richard. It's like great. It's ready to go. I
Thank
mean,
you.
I do think that you know, I just think it's good. You're confident. For some of you guys, just like be aware of what is in your background when you do these actual pitches. Either do them in your self-tape studio, like in front of your backdrop, or do them under something that's more curated behind you, so we don't see like a mess or whatever behind you. But like, but then sometimes that works for who you are too. But like, I just, and that wasn't a comment about you necessarily, Richard.
No, I mean, this is my sound studio, so this
Yeah.
is just, I'm really private and soundproof. So, but
Yeah.
I do my self tapes in a different environment.
Good. Awesome.
thank
And yeah, and you guys, we were talking today on the mastermind about the whole self-tape controversy that's going down in America right now. And if you guys need a good self-tape class, the best one is Manuel Puro in England. He's the best one. I've checked them all out, and he's by far the best one. So even if you're in America, I would highly recommend Manuel Puro's class if you need. You know, I did his class because I needed help with all the technology. So if you have issues with that, or, you know, hopefully you've all solved that in the last 3 years that we've been here, because what we were talking about today is like, most people are saying we're not going to go back to going in the room. And so, you know, yeah. All right, Gabby, hi.
Hey, I'm at the gym. Hopefully you can hear me okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I loved what you said. Yeah, I think it was yesterday about how you should have a list of 10 things that you do before you give up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was great. Big bolded in my notes. So I actually spoke to my agent recently because they're shooting Mean Girls, the musical movie, here in New Jersey, where I live. And they were like, we've looked for the breakdowns. They're only looking for like very specific things. They're transgender and like you don't fit, so we're not going to pitch you. So I just, you know, like took it upon myself to look up the whole like who's casting it, the producers, and anyone that I found on IMDb Pro. I wrote like research, very personal, to the point email to them, and I put together like a little 1-minute video of like singing, acting, dancing. Like, I would be great for this. I'm local. I've auditioned for the producer before, and I've worked with the lead girl. But like, I've heard back from nobody, and I am wondering. This was probably like 2-3 weeks ago. I'm wondering if there's like something else that I can do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So did you put together any kind of a sample of you doing it, like singing a song from the show or anything like that?
No, but I don't know if the music is the same as like what they're doing on.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter. It most likely it will be, but like, even if it's not, and you should keep going up the food chain. right? One of our clients got an audition for Wicked, the musical movie. And the way she did it, we were just talking about that on the mastermind, is by going to the main executive producer. Right? So don't be afraid of Tina Fey.
Well, I wouldn't be afraid of her per se, but I don't know where I would find her information.
Keep looking. Rocket Reach, there's a production companies, right? There's a lot of different ways to try. So keep looking for other people, keep looking for the bigger producers, and demonstrate your product. Like, you know, years ago, they were going to do a musical thing about Janis Joplin. I fucking dressed as Janis Joplin. I did a video. This is back when we couldn't do videos with like phones, right? You had to like go somewhere and hire someone to, and I did a video and I sent it to them like a VHS tape, right? And so keep going. We heard this great story from our friend David, and I think I told you guys this yesterday, but I'll tell you again. Our friend David has sold 2 shows. He's getting ready to sell a 3rd show. He's an actor in Canada. When he first had his idea for his show, he went to his agent and he said, I have this idea for a show. I'm going to go pitch it. And she's like, it's never going to work. And in fact, it will hurt your career, is what she told him. So he made her sign off that she wouldn't get commissions. If she hadn't signed that, she would have already made $150,000 in commissions. So when your agent tells you things like, oh, they're looking for this or they're looking for that, it's like, okay, great. But sometimes they don't know what they're looking for until the right girl shows up, and you've got to keep showing up. Okay? Good, Gabby. Where are you working out? What town are you working out in? Right?
I live in North Jersey by New York.
Where?
Are you familiar with Jersey?
I live there.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you, where are you working out?
So at the UFC Fit in Wayne.
Oh, I work out in West Orange.
Oh, I used to live in South Orange.
Oh, yeah. I work out at the JCC. At the JCC.
I love it, Val. Wait, are you Jewish?
No, they just have a really good spin thing there.
Oh yeah, JCC always has great classes.
Yeah, yeah.
I used to teach there.
Yeah. Okay, good, Gabby. Have a good workout. Eden.
Hi. Seeing that you commented on the pitch videos yesterday, and I was just wondering quickly if there's anything I could do to make it stronger, because this is like the first pitch I've ever done, and I know I could have made more of an ask on it, but I'm just wondering if there's anything else that I could have done really to make it better.
What? Because I liked what you did, right?
Yeah.
So you're asking if it can be better. For the purpose of the exercise, you did the exercise and you did a good job. You know, I mean, you know, like, I don't know. I mean, if I have time, I'll go back and take a look at it and see what you could do better. I mean, I think that I liked yours because it was short and to the point and it made a direct ask. And that's the exercise. That's what I asked you to do. I mean, could it be better? Yeah, of course. I mean, like, of course, you can always be better. You can always improve in what you're doing. You can always work on your accent, right? And lessen that so I can understand you more, right? I can understand you more, right? So you can do that. Like, that would be fun to do. Or, you know, you can always add like something like, you know, a character or a song or something fun or a fun story. Like, don't be scared to try different things. This isn't about one pitch. I want to be really clear with you guys. This isn't about one pitch. You're going to pitch yourself over and over again in your acting career for different things, right? And so whether it's a written pitch or a verbal pitch, it doesn't matter. You're always pitching yourself. You're always selling your product, right? The big misnomer is that, oh, well, I'm going to have an agent eventually that sells me. No, Margot Robbie did not have her agent sell her to Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. She did that. So you'll never be done pitching yourself and selling yourself. So this is a skill set that I'm asking you to practice and perfect. So try something different. If I said your pitch was good, do a specific pitch, right? Or go for something else, right? Like maybe Gabby wants to do a more specific pitch for Mean Girls and really go like, oh, what else can I do here? All right. Does that help you, Eden?
Yeah, that really does. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Meek One Lock. Yes.
Hello. My
Hello.
question is, can the brand be too long in a pitch?
Yes, it can.
Okay. So if I feel like it's too long, should I cut it in two
Yeah,
parts?
the same things in that apply to acting apply to business of acting. So less is more. Less is more, right? So when sometimes we're trying to over explain something and sometimes we need to just say it and then shut up.
Okay.
Okay. So I usually tell people cut it in half.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. Or that's like with some of you guys that shared a lot of sentences. And I was like, okay, narrow it down because you just, which is great. It's what I asked you to do. But all of the sentences were so completely different that I looked at them and I'm like, I have no idea who this person is. Because like when I'm working with an actor as a client, I'm meeting them, I'm talking to them, they're sending me a bunch of sentences. But like some of you guys posted 10 sentences that were fucking completely different, every single one of them. And I'm like, well, are you dangerous or are you sexy? Are you silly or are you serious? Like they were polar opposites. And it was like, I don't know you, so I don't even know how to narrow it down at that point. So what we're looking for is a point at the end of the pencil. So you want to try to get as specific as you possibly can. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank
Perfect.
you.
Yeah. Perrick, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but
You're getting better. You're getting better. So think of.
I love
think of
your
fall.
pitch. Listen, your pitch was good.
Yeah.
It's just that it was too much.
I narrowed it down, so I just put up one maybe.
Okay, great.
So I just narrowed that down. A quick question. I was looking at a casting, and they want me to do basically a 5-minute introduction to yourself video, and I'm just like, what? So thinking, should I pitch myself? Should I sit down, have a cup of tea? It's crazy, just that length.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Hold on, Cody. Hold on, please. Oh God.
Okay, that was hilarious. I want to say this. One of my clients, you know how they make you do the full body shot, the full slate, and she's this New Yorker, and she's like, where do they think I live? Downton Abbey. I remember she said that to me, and I was like, that's hilarious. Where do you think I live? Downton Abbey. So I mean, it's like my first instinct was to tell you, why don't you give them a tour of your house or your apartment?
Here's where all the action happens, the kitchen where I make copies.
Yeah, and here's my cupboard, and this is where I keep all my dishes. And yeah, here's my dog, Gracie, say hello, right? Like, I feel like there's so much you could do in 5 minutes. And so I think, and have a cup of tea, that was hilarious. Yeah, I mean, I think 5 minutes is fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry. Like, who has time for that? They're really gonna watch 5 minutes from every actor?
Yeah, but this is the funny thing, right? They said we will not accept it if it's shorter than that. So I don't know what they're trying to achieve with that. It's a big enough series. It's called The Young Offenders, and it's on BBC and then RTE back home in Ireland. So
there is an exercise that Viola Spolin, you know, the founder of improvisation. There's an exercise that Viola Spolin gives in her book where you sit down in a chair and you talk about yourself for 5 minutes. And you can't stop talking about yourself. It's actually really hard. Right? You think it would be easy, but when you start, it's like, right? Like when I was little, I watched the moon landing, and I was outside on my driveway with my friends, and we were lighting matches. I was like 5 years old, and we were lighting matches, which was a complete no-no, right? And my dad came outside to get me to come inside to watch the moon landing. And he got really angry because I was lighting matches in my driveway. And like, that's where I would start, right? Like I would start when I was 5 years old, because I'm like, 5 minutes, like that's a long time to talk about yourself. So like, I'm sure you have stories in your life that you tell, like your funny stories or things that you did. And like, you're not, I mean, I have at least 60 years to talk about, but like, you don't have that long to talk about. So I would probably piece together some funny stories that are entertaining, that bring your personality out. That's what I would talk about.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell some funny stories. I would entertain them because I would take a page out of Viola Spolin's book. When I did that exercise, that's what I did. And it worked because I can talk about, you know, I can start telling you funny stories and this and that. Like I have enough that I can talk about that would work for me. But it's, you know, like on the spot, when you do that exercise, you're put on the spot, but like you're not on the spot. So you can write down a bunch of ideas for yourself. So you're like, oh, and another time I did this and this, and so you can give me that, or you can just give them a tour of your house, whatever.
Thanks for that.
Or the
well.
writers are trying to get you, they're trying to get into you and to give the writers some material to work with as well.
Ah, okay. I was trying to steal material then. So
No, not steal material, but to find about you, so they go, here's exactly what we're looking for. We can write that.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
that type
and you have such a good personality, so I would think that your stories might be a lot of fun and get some interest in you.
Yeah.
Can I hear Mr. Birmingham say his first name?
So it's Porrick.
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 Thank you. I sent you some text in the.
Yeah, yes. So yeah, listen to Maggie. Maggie's got something going on that you might be interested in. Okay, great.
Oh, brilliant.
Awesome. Yes, Chris. Yes.
Hi. Did you manage to see my pitch?
No, but I will look at it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I will look at it. You're welcome. Jeremy.
Hello, Valerie. How are you doing?
Hello. Good.
All right. So my question is, can the character in which you think you are now change as you gain more experience? And is that okay?
Yes. My experience is that what I was doing in high school is still applicable to what I am when I'm 60. That I've been playing the adorable bully all along. Like when you really get down to brass tacks about what it is that you bring to every role, that part of you is probably going to be there forever. Right? Now, just like someone like Robert De Niro, he started off playing the mean Italian guy with something off about him, like in Raging Bull and Taxi Driver and Mean Streets and you know, on is what he mostly played, Godfather. Then later on, he did like Meet the Fockers and Analyze This. So he found the humor of that, but he still got that underneath, right, in his entire career. So my experience is that generally people, what they bring to the table is what they will always bring to the table. You never see much, you might see growth on it, but like the thing is like most actors have this issue of like being this and then being this and being this. That's the issue. You want to find the essence and allow that to grow. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Also, just a little fun fact, I got an audition for Disney, so cross your fingers.
Oh my God, make sure you get it. Do you have someone to coach you?
No, I'll
Oh,
figure that out. I'll figure that out.
okay, yeah, you
Yeah.
need to have someone coach you. You guys, when you first start getting auditions, make sure you're getting them coached. Maybe someone at RADA, talk to someone at RADA. You're at RADA
Yeah.
right now. All right.
Yeah.
Tell them you got an audition. Say, can someone help me on the audition? I'm sure they can.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Janet, hello. Hello, Janet. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna skip. Jules, what's going on?
I'm not sure exactly what to do with my pitch. I know you said to use quiet and bubbly, but I'm not sure how to pitch it that way.
Okay, so did you put one up yet?
Not yet.
Okay, just do one. Like in your unsureness, just do one, because it's easier for me to work with something that's already out there and then say, I like that, I don't like that, do this. It's easier for me to work with something that's out there. So I'm quiet and I'm bubbly, and my roles that I tend to play are this. I've been in the school play, I played this. These are the roles I tend to book. I'd love to come in for you at some point. Thank you for listening, right? And bring that personality there.
Okay.
So just do one. Like, don't be afraid to suck.
Okay.
Okay. Like you guys have got to get through that before you can get to where you're comfortable and it's something that's easy. All of us, we were talking about this today on the mastermind this morning. There's something that you do in your life that you're not scared to do, but at some point you were scared to do it. Right? We all have something in our life that it's not scary. Like, it doesn't scare me to go, it doesn't scare me to audition. Right? It doesn't scare me to really that much to go on set. It certainly wouldn't scare me to go on stage. Right? I'm comfortable speaking in front of an audience. That some people are fucking terrified of that. That doesn't scare me. Right? I don't have that scare. Like, so whatever the thing is that's scaring you, it's like if you just do it over and over again, you won't be scared anymore. Okay? Janet, hi, you're here. Hello. Wait, you have to unmute.
Hi, sorry.
Hello.
So I noticed that you, thank you for your comments on that was my very first attempt at a pitch video. And, I talked for a really long time. So I just wondered, is there a standard, minute, 2 minute?
Yeah, I wouldn't go over a minute. And I thought I loved your pitch because I felt like you got it out there and you got it out there, and now you got it out there so well, you just like kind of let it all out and did it on there, that now you can go back in and like literally watch it and say, I'm going to keep that and that and that. Like, I think you're smart enough to be able to do that. And that's what I really liked about what you did. It's like, oh, okay, she got it all out there. Now you need to go back and say, okay, I like that, and like that. Let's do one that's shorter.
Okay. And then I also want to do one specifically. So I mean, I'm working on those two things, but I'll do one that's short. And if you're doing a specific one, like say, to a specific casting person, that should be like a minute as well, right?
Yeah. If you're doing something that's specific to a casting director, you want to keep it really short. Ask for what you want and get to the point while you're right for it.
Okay.
As soon as possible.
Okay.
Because the meandering, they're going to shut it down. I mean, like, it's amazing to me, like on TikTok, you have analytics, and you can read your analytics and find out how long people are watching your videos. They're watching your videos for like 10 seconds. These are 1-minute videos. So think about that, you guys. That's what people are doing in the real world. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Now, you guys, listen, I'm going to talk to you, Kayla, and then I do have some time later on today, so I am going to be looking at them. But if you post them like late at night into the morning, I have clients in the morning, so that's why I'm not looking in the morning. I'm looking at night, my night. I'm on East Coast time, so it's like 1:47 here. I think I have like 1 or 2 more calls, and then I'm done, and I'm going to be looking at videos. So the sooner you get them posted, the better. So I don't look at them in the morning because I have clients that I have to serve and help. So that's what's happening in the morning. And then I go to the gym in the morning. I do my daily meditation and all that in the morning. I take care of Valerie in the morning. So I'm looking at these at night. That's when I'm looking at them. Okay. All right, Kayla, hello.
Hello. Quick question. You know, as you said at the start about obviously if you have any credits to help it to describe your brand. I've not got any like proper professional credits. Could I ever use as like characters and roles I've played at drama school and so far?
Yeah, absolutely. And also, you know, for you guys that are young and still in acting school or getting out of acting school, use that. Use that. Okay. You know, because people like to take care of brand newbie actors. You know, we have we have equity here. That's our theater union here. And when I first got out of acting school, for like the first 2 years, I would tell people, I just got out of acting school. And one time I went to Equity Library Theater, which only used equity actors, and I wasn't equity yet. And I was like, I just got out of acting school. And they're like, oh, why don't you audition? So like use that card of like, I'm a beginner. Can you help me? Because people love to help people.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, great work. I will do my best to look as many as I can. I'm doing my best. There's a lot of you. Thank you for posting. I appreciate you guys being here. I will see you tomorrow, and I'm going to show you some sample pitch videos tomorrow.
What is the video you want for this day's homework?
Just to do it again, another pitch. Or if you are working on a specific pitch for anything in your acting career, do that. Okay. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Valerie.
Bye.
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 Bye.